right now.
And we start with a surprise move. The district attorney's office late yesterday dropped a capital murder charge for a woman who was the alleged mastermind of a murder-for-hire plot back in 2019. According to online court records, that charge dropped because of insufficient evidence.
Not only did Cristina Rodriguez have the charge dropped, but she's already out of jail. Erica Hernandez is joining us now in the studio with the latest on the case. Now, Erica, you covered the plea deal yesterday for one of the co-defendants in the case, Manuel Cantu. Now, was there any idea during that hearing that Rodriguez's charge would be dismissed?
At that time, no, there wasn't, Tiffany. In fact, it happened really late in the day yesterday. But first, I want to go back and give you a bit of an overview of this case because there is a lot going on. In 2019, Mike Bettis, who you see there, was found shot to death off a road on the south side. It was later revealed that Bettis was allegedly killed as a part of a murder-for-hire plot. And Cristina Rodriguez, her husband Manuel Cantu, and her brother-in-law John Cantu were all arrested and charged with capital murder. John Cantu in September went on trial, and during his trial, an eyewitness named Carmen Hernandez, who lived with Manuel and Cristina, testified she told the jury that she not only heard Rodriguez plan the murder, but paid John Cantu $500 to do it. Hernandez also said she saw the murder take place. Now, John Cantu was found guilty by a jury on the lesser charge of murder and was sentenced to 70 years in prison. Now, fast forward to yesterday. Manuel Cantu, who you see there, was in court and had his capital murder charge dismissed, and he was given an 8-year plea deal on the lesser charge of tampering with a human corpse. At the time, Cristina Rodriguez was still charged, but sometime after 4 p.m., that charge was completely dismissed. Rodriguez, a previous convicted felon, is now out of jail. Now, we did reach out to the district attorney's office and have asked why this case was dismissed, and also if the lead prosecutor on the case resigning a few weeks ago had anything to do with the dismissal. The director of communications, Pete Gallego, sent the following statements to us. He said, quote, "The law requires that our office prove each offense beyond a reasonable doubt. If sufficient evidence to meet the standard is not available, a case must be dismissed," end quote. For now, though, Tiffany, David, it seems that this case is closed.
Thank you very much, Erica. 3 San Antonio police officers who shot and killed a man last year will not be facing charges.
It happened in the Woodlawn Lake area on the west side in March of last year. 28-year-old Kevin Johnson was killed. At the time, San Antonio police said they were in the area when they came across Johnson.
They said they shot him after he ran away from them and pulled a gun. At the time, Johnson was wanted for being a felon in possession of a gun.
An assistant criminal DA, Pete Gallego, told KSAT a grand jury decided not to indict the officers.
Members of the San Antonio cycling community gave KSAT a first-hand look at some of the conditions they face while riding around the city. The problems range from broken glass and obstructions in bike lanes to larger concerns about connectivity. That cycling facility still falls short of connecting key parts of San Antonio to one another.
You know, some roads have come up commonly that need improved safety. Some roads have come up that need improved maintenance. And a lot of people that really want to cycle more for, you know, their daily needs and just don't feel safe to do so yet.
It's coming up at 6:30 this afternoon. Some of the gaps in cycling infrastructure the city hopes to close with that plan.
And a live look outside, 75 degrees, and we did see those showers on the south side.
Yeah, the rain came through. A lot of San Antonio got some rain over the last hour or so, and now we're starting to see some of that rain move out, some redevelop. Bottom line, we're going to see some spotty off and on showers today. Have the umbrella with you just in case. It's not going to be anything terribly heavy, but we have seen some decent downpours here and there. We're seeing one right around Medina Lake as we speak. Not much here around San Antonio other than a few showers, light showers on the southwest side. Let's look a little closer at some of the rain there around Medina Lake. And at the moment, just again, some passing showers, and these are moving north towards Kerrville. And we're noticing a little bit more activity developing around Cuero and Yorktown. And again, a few very light showers here in San Antonio. So the rain chance today is about 30%. As we go outside and look at the time lapse here, we've had some showers move right across the live cam. You can see there 77 right now, 79 in New Braunfels, 78 in Seguin. Cloud cover, plenty of it. That'll keep temperatures from getting all that warm today. I still think we make it into the 80s a little bit later this afternoon, along with some gusty winds. There's your 30% rain chance. That continues right on into the afternoon. We'll bring the rain chance down a little bit as we head into tonight, and then rain chances kick back up tomorrow. We've got a storm system coming in, and that means better odds at rain late tomorrow into Thursday, plus big cold front headed our way by next week. More on that in just a bit. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. Many parents across San Antonio still have questions about the possibility of campus closures. Last night, Edgewood ISD hosted another community meeting to discuss the topic. While the school closures are not finalized, if the move goes forward, as many as 10 campuses could close within Edgewood over the next few years. After hearing public comments, a committee is set to make a recommendation for the school board to vote on November. And it's time to get your flu shot. If you haven't gotten yours yet, here's your chance to get one for free. The city's holding a mass vaccination event tomorrow. It's happening at the Alamodome from 8 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. The event will only include the flu vaccine, but again, it is free, available while supplies last if you don't need to make an appointment.
Each year, families descended from the original Mission residents create altars for a Dia de los Muertos display in the Mission San Jose. A San Antonio woman shares her family story and what this site means to her.
But special for me was being able to go into the backyard and just sit there for hours, in the summertime and just, listen to the birds. And mostly for me, it was the ability to sit at my back bedroom window any evening I wanted to and watch the sunset on that bell tower.
Brenda Pacheco reflects living here at Mission San Jose.
This was my home. That property was my home. My grandparents on the Guerrero side had lived here for many, many years prior to that. They are all members of the descendants of the first families of San Antonio.
Pacheco visits often and attends church here. And every year, she honors and remembers her family at the Mission San Jose Granary. She creates an altar or ofrenda for Dia de los Muertos, celebrating the lives of her loved ones.
Today I'm honoring my great-grandparents, Feliz and Antonia Romero. Also my grandmother, Celia Romero Escobar. They are actual descendants of San Jose Mission for at least 300 years.
The community is invited to visit and view the Mission community's altars that tell stories that go back centuries. The altars are filled with marigolds to sugar skulls. All the items have symbolic meanings.
For my great-grandfather, because he was a vaquero, a real vaquero, I included some barbed wire because he was out on the range and, they had barbed wire, some hay, of course.
You can visit here daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for free. The display will be up until November 2nd. Pacheco is grateful to have the opportunity to share this with others.
It's an opportunity for me to tell my story, my family story, to the entire world when they come by to visit the Mission.
Hey, just over 24 hours before we finally get to see the future in the present when the Spurs open the regular season. They host the Dallas Mavericks tomorrow night. More on that coming up.
We're learning more about the conditions hostages in Gaza are being held in. I'm Inez de la Cuetera in Jerusalem, and I'll have all the latest coming up.
Overseas to the Middle East, the latest on the Israel-Hamas war. The terror group has released 2 more hostages, this time 2 Israeli citizens, but more than 200 remain in captivity.
It comes as Israel appears to be considering the timeline for its ground invasion of Gaza. ABC's Inez de la Cuetera has more from Jerusalem.
For the first time, we're getting a first-hand account from a hostage held by Hamas militants. 85-year-old Yoshevet Lifshitz speaking alongside her daughter at a hospital, saying she's been through hell, describing how during the Hamas raid that killed more than 1,400 Israelis, she was taken from her kibbutz and put on the back of a motorbike, beaten with sticks, ending up in a huge network of underground tunnels in Gaza. She says it was like a spider's web. Lifshitz explains they were given the same food as their captors and given regular medical care. She even said her captors were friendly. She and 79-year-old Nurit Cooper were released by Hamas Tuesday. This video shot by the terror group shows the 2 elderly Israelis being handed over to the Red Cross. more than 200 hostages are still being held, including John and Rachel Goldberg's son. They believe he was taken by Hamas from that music festival earlier this month.
If Hirsch could hear you right now, what do you want him to know from you?
Well, what I say throughout the day, the mantra throughout the day, I say, I love you, be strong, survive.
While publicly backing Israel's plan to eradicate Hamas, the U.S. and other allies privately urging Israel to delay its ground incursion into Gaza.
Behind the scenes, the president and the White House are urging caution, hoping to buy some more time to get more hostages out and more aid and critically needed assistance into Gaza. The big question now is whether Israel will actually agree to further delay this.
The IDF also appearing to shift their tone today, with one military leader telling ABC News the presence of the hostages is at the top of our priority list. So far, more than 5,000 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza and more than 15,000 injured, according to the Hamas-controlled health ministry. Millions of Palestinians facing a dire humanitarian crisis. Some aid has been going into Gaza, but advocates warn it's only 1% of the population's daily needs. And meanwhile, Israeli officials are slamming Hamas for trying to present itself as humane with regards to the hostages, saying we must never buy into Hamas propaganda. Inez de la Cuetara, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Outside with live cam, actually heard some rain hitting the roof of the station downtown, so a lot of folks downtown are getting some, and it looks like it's spread out all over South Texas, really.
Yeah, we've got more opportunities going forward, David. And that's a good thing when it comes to the aquifer. We're going to need actually a lot more rain to get these numbers up to where they should be. But 632.8 today. It's actually down 1/10 of a foot. The average is 663.1, just to give you some perspective there. As far as the allergens go, well, molds jumped up today. Ragweed jumped up today. Might be why you're sniffling and sneezing. Grass and pigweed are both in the low category. We're going to update you on the radar. We're also going to talk about that big cold blast that heads our way next week. Coming up.
Welcome back. The question is there a question today?
Is there? I think there is a question.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. What's the question?
Well, here's a hint.
Question.
Look down here. This is Sakari. Hi, Sakari. How are you, sweetie?
And that name means Inuit for sweet. Show them your face, Sakari.
Yeah. And she's got her version of the Halloween costume on right now because she's a big Cowboys fan, as you can see right here. So the question being...
Show us your pets in their Halloween costumes, whether from this year or yesteryear or and then some. It doesn't matter. Scan that QR code. We'd love to see it.
Yes, indeed. Look right there in the camera. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
No,
I
right there.
I got a question
love
for
that
you, Sakari.
close-up.
Sakari, what's on the top of this building? Roof. Good dog. Yes, indeed. Hey, Sakari, what's on the side of that tree out there? Bark. Good dog. Yes.
You can cut us off at any time.
Hey,
they're old.
Ask her if she can play quarterback.
They're oldies, but they're goodies. I entertain myself.
Mike, ask her if she can play quarterback. She got her in her Cowboys gear.
We're going to have to ask after.
We will. Because you know.
It's all about the furry friends and Halloween. No pressure, Justin.
Is that next week? When's Halloween?
David went there.
Yes.
Next Wednesday, right?
Everyone's
Tuesday.
looking at that forecast. Justin.
I heard him say something about like cold on Halloween.
Yeah, it is.
Did I hear
Okay.
that right?
It's looking that way.
Ooh.
A legit cold front.
Wow.
So as you plan out your costumes, think about this. You'll want to plan accordingly. You got a week to get prepared. Let me take you outside first, though, with the Authority radar. We've got some showers feeding up through South Texas. We've had some off and on downpours here in San Antonio. Starting to see a few more showers develop here on the southwest side. So let's take a closer look here at where the rain is falling. So if you're around Palo Alto College, Lackland, you're seeing some of this rain coming down. Generally, what we've seen, you get a quick downpour and then this moves right along. So you're not going to pick up a lot of rain, but it is making for some wet roads. It's going to be a little slick out there, 1604 up to Highway 90, and then now starting moving around SeaWorld. We've also had some heavier rain out near Medina Lake. Obviously, this is not going to be enough to fill up the lake, but it does, every little bit helps. We're still seeing some rain around Medina Lake, and this is moving north at a pretty good clip. So let me show you the bigger picture here and kind of the situation that we're in. you're just going to see these kind of little lines of showers quickly work their way south to north around the area. We're going to have about a 30% chance of rain, even going into the afternoon. So as you pick up the kids from school, know that there could be some rain around. You may have to use the windshield wipers or grab the umbrella. We've also got a few showers out near Cuero, too. So our forecast today, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 80s, 83 degrees, 4 o'clock, 30% chance of rain. We'll see that through about 6 o'clock. Then we'll bring the rain chances down just a little bit with temperatures in the 70s tonight. It still stays pretty warm. It's going to be warm most of this week, warm and breezy. It's not until next week that we see those big changes. 77 right now and cloudy. Dew point is at 74, so it's extremely humid with southeasterly winds at 16, and they're gusty. We can see some gusts close to 20, 30 miles per hour into the afternoon. And as we've been seeing over the last couple days, make sure those Halloween inflatables are tied down. This is the kind of wind that will cause them to blow down the street. Don't want to lose them with Halloween coming up right around the corner. So here is our forecast. We've got the chance for showers today, but an area of low pressure moves a little closer tomorrow. That develops some storms across West Texas. This is early tomorrow morning. While we could see a few showers, the bulk of the action is going to be out west. But as the day progresses, that broken line of showers and storms moves a little bit closer. So by dinner time tomorrow, it's starting to affect our western counties. Then it begins to move in late Wednesday night, early Thursday. It's during this time period where we could see a couple strong storms. I'm not looking for a lot of severe weather or anything like that, but some stronger storms are a possibility, and this is midnight Thursday. Then this sort of limps in by Thursday morning, still some showers and storms around, and then by Thursday afternoon it pushes east. Still with some rain for our eastern counties, but clearing out west. And that's kind of our next best chance of rain. The heaviest of the rain totals are going to be to our north and west. There could be up to 2 inches. San Angelo down to Sonora, Fredericksburg, Kerrville to Rock Springs. Here in San Antonio, probably more on the order of ½ an inch to an inch if we're lucky. But at least there is rain in the forecast. And this is just kind of round one because that cold air I was talking about that heads our way on Halloween will also bring rain chances with it. We're going to fast forward now to Sunday. This is Sunday evening. Now, the timing of this cold front still needs to be worked out. Models with these shallow cold fronts have a tough time nailing down the timing. But we think by Monday, probably, this front's starting to come through and it will make a big, big difference. It drops temperatures potentially into the 50s with cold air, gusty winds, and yes, some rain with it as well. So Monday could be quite rainy. The question will be, does that rain stick around for Halloween? We need to plan for that because it's a possibility. So plan for much cooler weather on Halloween, lingering light rain possible, and breezy winds. As we said, plan your costume accordingly. Extended forecast, 86 tomorrow, 85 Thursday. There's that chance of rain Wednesday night, Thursday morning. We've still got a small chance Friday, some small odds over the weekend. But it's Monday where we get the windy conditions, a 60% chance of rain, and temperatures potentially in the 50s. Ooh. Guys.
Ooh. What a difference.
Huge difference.
Windy, cold, and wet all in one day?
That's right.
Wow. Hey, the Spurs are shoring up their future as they get ready to begin the present. And the Rangers went on the road again, and they're headed to the World Series. We are just a day away from the opening of the Spurs season. They are cementing some of their youth for years to come. The team announced that they have picked up the third-year option on forward Jeremy Sohan, guards Blake Wesley, and Malachi Brenham. That's for the 2024-25 season. The trio was drafted last season in the first round. Are some of the pillars building the Spurs' future. Those moves follow the one earlier this week when center Zach Collins signed a 2-year, $35 million extension with the Spurs. He's made a great comeback after he missed nearly 2 full seasons with that ankle injury.
Dealing with all the injuries for those couple of years and coming back and so disciplined with his rehab, and now just got better and better through every game last season, and he's picked up where he left off, so I'm really happy for him and his family.
You know, whether we signed this extension or not, what they did for me to bring me back to the game, to sign me when they didn't know what was going to happen. I knew what was going to happen if I could get healthy, but they got me back, and not only the front office but the medical staff, they got me back. They were patient with me and never felt pressured.
Yeah, a lot of the other guys getting all the attention, but that guy right there is going to be a major contributor to the Spurs this season. Sohan, by the way, told the media that he's ready to face the Mavs tomorrow night. Their all-star duo of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Bring it on. Hey, the Texas Rangers are headed to the World Series for the first time in 12 years after they pounded the Houston Astros last night in Game 7 of the ALCS. Christian Javier got the start for Houston, rocked him right off the start. Rangers scored 3 in the first and followed that up with 4 in the fourth and were up 8-1. Adolis Garcia hit 2 homers last night. He ended up winning the MVP award. The Rangers won all 4 games in Houston. Garcia, not popular with Astros fans. He was the villain after he caused that Game 5 bench clear, got blood all booed all night long last night, but was not bothered by it, especially since, hey, they won.
I think that these types of games, when there's a lot of emotion, you know, the fans out there, they're rallying for the team, it just fuels me, you know? It's just motivation that helps me out when I'm playing.
You just got beat. You know, sometimes, you know, there's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes you lose, and sometimes you get beat. You know, there's a difference. You know, we got beat.
Oh, yeah, they did. All right, we do know that the Rangers will start the World Series at home Friday night in Arlington. We just don't know who they're going to be playing. Philadelphia and Arizona will be taking the field tonight in Game 7 of their series, the NLCS. Arizona won Game 6 last night, 5-1. So Rangers get a day off to watch and see who to get ready for. And here you go. There's the schedule for the first 4 of the World Series. Friday in Arlington, Saturday in Arlington. Then Game 3 will be Monday and Tuesday in Arizona or Philadelphia, whichever one. I think I'd rather go to Arizona. Philadelphia might be a little chilly.
You think?
I'm here. But, you know.
A lot of people getting ready for that.
I'm sure the Rangers don't care.
Coming up, a couple of road projects meant to improve east side streets are having the opposite effect, instead causing headaches for neighbors. However, Public Works says relief is in sight when it says these projects could wrap up.
And it could get even easier to get your flu vaccine. In fact, you wouldn't even have to leave home. Our company is getting closer to making its flu mist available to everyone.
New today at 5, the holiday travel rush is about to kick into high gear. A lot of the early bird plane ticket specials may be gone, but you can still get a deal on airfare. We'll show you how today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight.